Alright, what we got here today is a 1965 Ford Mustang Fastback. It's got the rear valance with the factory holes in it for the dual exhaust. And what we're doing is redesigning our kit to work with the Flowtech header, part number 32102 FLT, and part number 12102 FLT. The header design has a straight collector flange, and on the Ford Mustangs, this header back kit will fit on several different models, I'm sure, but you'll probably some of them may require some modifications to get it to bolt up. This one's designed with the Flowtech header in mind, and the biggest thing is that the header collectors exit parallel to the drive shaft. Some of the aftermarket headers tip in, which would require to modify our front pipes for that. What we got here is the header kit for that 65 Mustang. All the parts laid out, so you can kind of scan it over here, and in a couple of minutes we're going to go and install this on the Mustang. What we're going to do here first is install the hangers on this. We got a hanger that mounts off the seatbelt bolt on the rear portion here, and then we have a rear tailpipe hanger back by the valance. So here's our clamp assembly. And back by the rear valance here, there's a couple of little holes. We're just gonna drill them out a little bit for the bolt. And here's our hanger for the tailpipe. It has got a snapper grommet that just goes around that hole, snaps in like that. Okay, now we're going to put the kit on the Mustang here. And we're going to start out with the front extension pipes, and just kind of a little note. As we're doing them, we leave everything a little bit loose until we get everything hung. And then we go back and make sure everything's shifted right and retighten it. Now before we install the mufflers, these are a directional muffler, and they have an inlet and an outlet. It's going to be a center outlet and offset inlet muffler. And the mufflers are labeled inlet end. It's very important you put them on correctly.
Yep, snug up the front a little bit.
Now these are the little tailpipes that we got back after the main pipe coming up over the axle. And we've got them on both sides here. There's two AccuSeal clamps on there. You'll want to make sure that you position the AccuSeal clamps so that you miss your spring. And the second AccuSeal clamp is to go in that hanger that we previously showed with the strap and the little snapper grommet. So what we'll do is we'll slide it through here like this and put it on the pipe. Okay, now that we got the tailpipes in, what you really want to make sure on in this, well, I showed you the little tailpipe there. It's kind of cool because it's designed, you can rock it and shift it a little bit. And you want to make sure that you keep clearance between your fuel tank and your spring here. And you can kind of twist it a little bit so that you get it out nice and round around the valance there, and you leave plenty of clearance. And up over the axle, they're pretty tight back here too, but there is nice enough room. Keep clearance, make sure you keep clearance around your shocks and up and over your axle, and all that stuff is adjustable. That's why we left it all loose. And right now we look like we got good clearance. Everything's kind of hanging pretty good here. What we're going to do is we're going to start at the front, and we're going to proceed to tighten everything and keep it all nice and square and work our way to the back, and we're done. We're ready to fire it up and take it for a test ride.